Warning, this is not a rant. It's a sports review with feelings. No runners were harmed, only limits. Recently, the 2-hour marathon barrier was broken, properly, in an official race, and not by one runner, but two. That's the bit that matters, because every generation of sport seems to have one. The 4-minute mile, the 2-hour marathon. Numbers that stop being times and start becoming barriers. Mental ones. For years, the 2-hour marathon wasn't just difficult. It felt unreachable. Even when it got close, it still felt like it belonged just outside reality. But now, we're not chasing it anymore. We're staring straight through it. And when you break it down, it gets uncomfortable. To run a marathon in 2 hours, you're holding just over 21 kilometres an hour for 2 hours straight. No easing, no drifting, no margin. That's 2 minutes 50 per kilometre. Or if you want to feel it properly, that's 68 seconds per lap of a 400-metre track. Over and over again for 42 kilometres. That's not pacing yourself. That's repeating something most people can't do once, hundreds of times. And that's where it stops looking like endurance and starts looking like something else entirely. Now yes, the shoes have changed. The two athletes who broke the barrier were wearing new Adidas Superlight racing shoes, reportedly around 97 grams, with Adidas claiming improved running economy from the design. It's the sort of shoe that makes old runners look like they were training in work boots. And at about £450 a pair, you'd want them to run the race for you, make breakfast, and explain your hamstring tightness to the physio. But that's the point. The body is still doing the suffering. The shoe is just helping at the margins. And in elite sport, the margins are where history lives. Which raises the obvious question. If the body is already being pushed this close to the edge and the equipment is helping nudge it further, how far does this go? Because once a barrier like this falls, and now it has, it doesn't just fall once. It becomes the new baseline, just like the 4-minute mile did. What was once impossible becomes expected. 3 things, 2 realities, 1 clear message. We don't find limits in sport, we move them. Because the human body hasn't suddenly changed, but our understanding of it has. Our training, our recovery, our technology, our willingness to sit right on that edge for just a little bit longer. And maybe that's the real shift. Not stronger bodies, smarter ones. But there's a question sitting underneath all of this. If we keep getting faster, if records keep falling, if barriers keep disappearing, at what point do we stop asking, can we? And start asking, should we keep pushing it? Because maybe the 2-hour marathon isn't the finish line. Maybe it's just another checkpoint. And the next one is already waiting. I'm the Sportzologist. This has been your weekly emotional audit of sport. I'll leave you with that thought.